And since you have already tasted what this great miracle is, many of you are this intensive, it is my plea to you, all seekers, that you take this message into the world, that God's grace is already upon the earth, and that it can be experienced by every human person, irrespective of his spiritual attainment, whatever his spiritual attainment may be, to a greater or to a lesser extent. He can drink of the waters of this divine grace, and he can bring into his life the light of grace, so that his life becomes harmonious with the rest of creation. That is what Bhagavad Dharma is all about. It does not merely bring to you an awareness of the existence of God and of the possibility of mystical communion with Him. It brings to you an equally magnificent opportunity to discover your erroneous blueprint and to replace it by a more auspicious and by a divinely inspired and by a God-blessed blueprint, so that your life becomes wonderful. That such a wonderful life can be experienced and lived by you, that has obviously not been anticipated by you, much less is probably accepted by you as a possibility that lies before all mankind. But it is this possibility about which you must speak when you go from here into the world, that there is such a possibility whereby human destiny can be altered for good, so that you move away from all the negativities in your life which you have yourself created as a result of your ajnana, as a result of your erroneous perceptions. And when every one of you, as individuals, take your life seriously and live it completely, without dreaming, without becoming lazy and half awake, then you throw open this possibility to the whole of mankind that India will awaken from her poverty and she will become a spiritual leader of the world, for which the world is really waiting. The world is waiting to receive this light from India. And I don't say this with the pride of an Indian, because there are some foreigners here. But I say this as a bringer of truth, because I know the destiny of India ahead in the next 7 years. I know what it is, because Bhagavan has revealed it to me. Therefore I speak about it in terms of certainty. There is no vagueness there. There is no uncertainty there. But that is going to come through a laborious awakening to your personal sorrow, to which you are now dead. When you awaken to your personal sorrow, from which you have been running away all these years, then you as a people who have been asleep, you shall come to wakefulness. And when you come to wakefulness, this land shall be different. This land shall be what it once was. A land of wisdom, a land of enlightenment, a land which brings peace and illumination to the whole earth, and for which, incidentally, the earth is waiting. And with this intensive, the 31st intensive, the opportunity has also come to me to be relieved from the work at Somangala, from the work which I have been doing here for the last 22 months. Previously, this work was going on silently within the four walls of Jivashram in Chittoor district, Bhagavan's Thal. But for the last 22 months, it has been going on here. And now, I have found somebody among the various seekers who came to this intensive. I found a family who are an embodiment of faith, who see the great splendor of this work and who have come wholeheartedly to support this work and to take it into the world and to relieve me of this responsibility from this ashram. And that is the family of Sri G. Ramamurthy, Mr. Ramamurthy and Mrs. Lakshmi Ramamurthy, and their two daughters, Arati and Preeta, and their son-in-law, Dr. Murali Krishna. They have come forward to support this work in a wholehearted way, so that I am now free to travel all over India and all over the world, so that I may deliver this message to man who is thirsting and dying for this illumination, because he does not know what to do with his life. He is heavily under the burden of sorrow, and he knows not where to look. With the coming of Sri G. Ramamurthy and his family members into this work, and with the establishment of the temple of Sri Sri Bhagavan in Annanagar, it comes to me as a possibility to travel to other parts of India where I can conduct intensives and where I can give public talks. I have already begun to conduct intensives in Tirupati and in Vijayanagaram, where there are satsang kendras of Sri Sri Bhagavan. I am going to conduct 5 intensives in Tirupati and 5 intensives in Vijayanagaram. The first one in Tirupati is already over, and the first one in Vijayanagaram is beginning on the 19th of January. And from there I will be able to move to other cities and take this message to the people who are desperately looking for a way out of this human sorrow. And I have chosen Sri G. Ramamurthy and his wife Lakshmi Amma and their daughters and their whole family, because I found in him a model which can be emulated and accepted by our society. If I select a bachelor or a man who is not a grihastha, then the world will always say, he can do this work, he is an exceptional man, he has no family bondages. So I chose a man who is in the thick of the world and a man who was also a success in the world, like Mr. Ramamurthy. A man who was in the thick of the business world, who knows the business world inside out, and who had reached a stasis in the business world, and who was stuck, and he did not know what to do. So he came for this intensive. And he also has the necessary wealth to see to it that this work is well established. And he has the full support of his family members, so that the world can no longer point a finger and say, this work is detrimental to family welfare. It is not against Kutumba Kshema, the world will be convinced. But if younger disciples are installed in the work, then the world will say, the world will be afraid to come near them, because they will see it as a threat to their families. So that is why a grihastha, like Mr. Ramamurthy, he has been chosen to carry forward this work to the millions of human beings in Madras city and to make it into a mass movement, so that it becomes a movement, a people's movement. It becomes your movement, because you receive the light in your heart, and therefore you know the truth in a first-hand way, not by reading books, not by reading scriptures, not by going to temples, but by having the experience in your heart. In future, this place Somangalam, where so many intensives of Bhagavad Dharma have been conducted, those intensives shall not be a public affair anymore in Somangalam. They shall be a public affair only in Annanagar. But I will be conducting esoteric intensives for small groups of people in Somangalam. Only for 10 or 15 people. People who are really thirsting, who are dying for them. So Somangalam will be reserved for those esoteric intensives, and Somangalam will be reserved as a retreat where advanced seekers who managed to convince Mr. Ramamurthy that they deserve long hours of meditation in a retreat like this, if they convince him, then he will send you to Somangalam with a chit that you can spend 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days here as a retreat, so that quietly you can do your sadhana here. So that is one purpose for which Somangalam is reserved. And Somangalam will also be developed as a healing center. This will also be called the temple of Sri Sri Bhagavan, but it will be a center which specializes in healing, in all sorts of healings. And it will also be a center where people can have satsang with me if they so desire, as a result of their spiritual thirst and their hunger. They can meet me here. But they must convince Mr. Ramamurthy, who now leads the movement in Madras, of their earnestness, of their passion. Then they can come here and they can certainly meet me on certain fixed days which will be known only to Mr. Ramamurthy and to nobody else. And Somangalam itself will be a center where Mr. Kumar and Mr. Freddie Nielsen and Mr. Loganathan and Mr. Raghuram Das, they will be here more or less whenever people want them to be here. They will assist me in this work and they will help push this work along the lines I indicated. Whereas I will have to travel out to different parts, probably taking Nirmal and Giri or some other disciple with me. So that is the way in which this work will evolve from now onwards. And when I am not here, and important seekers come here and they want to further their spiritual progress, then one of the people who are here, either Sri Kumar or Sri Freddie Nielsen or Sri Raghuram Das, who are going to be here in my absence, they will help you to go through your meditations. They will help you to get over your problems if you want to stay here for 1 or 2 or 3 days. This is only for people who have reached a certain level and selected by Sri G. Ramamurthy. He must be convinced that you are dying to make further progress. Then only you have this opportunity. Not for all and sundry. So that is the work for which Somangalam Center, the temple of Sri Sri Bhagavan, will be reserved. And now I would like to request Sri G. Ramamurthy, who has brought great relief to me as one of my disciples and who has accepted to shoulder this responsibility, I would like him to speak to you as to how he came into this work and how he intends to take this work forward into the world, especially in Madras and in the rest of Tamil Nadu and in the rest of Andhra, how he wishes to take it forward to the people.
உங்களுக்கு 50% மேலே என்னை பற்றி தெரியும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். தெரியாதவங்க ஏதோ கொஞ்சம் பேர் தான்